to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, the Stallions taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stallions offense will take the first swing of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like Example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play. The linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Stallions will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Yellow Jackets offense has its first opportunity of the day. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rides the back and leaves it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gives it on the option. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. To the air, it's Dyer. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
The Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Calls his own number. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
George E. Burdell.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Here comes the heat. Complete. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hand, so I like it.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knock him down. Takeaway and a big play for this defense. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's McGowan. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Stallions come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on third and short. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Stallions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the plate fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Stallions have this offense rolling. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And when it's third and this long, a lot of times you sit back, play soft coverage. No, sir. I'm bringing the blitz. You can tell they fooled the offense. The defense gets home with the blitz, gets the big sack.
He's got it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Gets the back moving. Try to get it to the edge. At the 40, there he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down now. Game.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Yellow Jackets really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to pass, it's Dyer. Quickly to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This lead in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll go to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great game day atmosphere today in Atlanta.
And the Stallions will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfect easily blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Yellow Jackets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And the Stallions will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take...
There he goes! Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They run into a bit of trouble here, third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch.
job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He'll start this drive firing. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Stallions in the hurry-up. Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Stallions line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted. Half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
He'll ride his man on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Third down coming here, and they need to get it out to the 44. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unleashes one. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. So, the drive coming here from their own 49. He'll do it himself. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go up top on second and short. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Touchdown Stallions. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here.
venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Akron Zips, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Akron Zips offense will get the first swing of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wants to throw on third down. Got his man on the outside. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Zips will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Made a defender miss. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Yellow Jackets offense will get the ball for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air. It's Dyer. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Yellow Jackets heading quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
How about this? They go empty on 2nd and 2. Just going to keep it after the snap.
Get on my way.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
Where are you going, 71?
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Need it.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
That's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. The Zips are moving quickly down the field. Give to the back. Fights off a defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Witherspoon. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Quick completion to the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He wants it all. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That's reeled in. It's Shaw. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Makes the catch. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He'll try to do it, turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40.
Fuck out of here. Fuck thought this was.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
The Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10.
KJ, George D. Burnell.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision.
What are you doing?
Quite hang on.
It's not your route, bro.
He will be thinking about that one for a long time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets it out quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
Give me that. Give me that shit. Come on, man.
Him and the defense.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it's awful, but how about the giving up on 3rd down? I mean, you got 3rd and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He wants to go deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Zips will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the run, fires downfield. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half. Running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Surging forward on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Goodwin. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Zips want to move quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to get.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires it incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the move, it's Powell. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Wall. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wall. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock